Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we re-tackling something super important but often seen as a huge hassle, getting your Nigerian tax identification number, or TIN. Many people think you have to spend hours or even days in a queue at a tax office, but what if I told you that you can get it done right from the comfort of your home using just your phone or computer? Yes, it's totally possible, and I'm going to walk you through the entire process step by step. Whether you're an individual, a freelancer, a business owner, or just someone who needs a TIN for official transactions like opening a bank account, this guide is for you. We'll cover everything from what a TIN is, why you need one, and the exact online procedure to get yours without breaking a sweat. So, grab a drink, get comfortable, and let's demystify the process of getting your Nigerian TIN online. First things first, what exactly is a tax identification number? Think of it like a unique ID card, but for your taxes. It's a special number assigned to you or your business by the Federal Inland Revenue Service, or FIRS. This number is used to track your tax obligations and payments. In Nigeria today, a TIN is more than just a tax thing. It's a requirement for so many essential activities. For example, if you want to open a new corporate bank account, the bank will ask for your TIN. If you're applying for government loans, contracts, or even certain permits and licenses, you'll need to provide your TIN. It's also required for things like vehicle registration, applying for a certificate of occupancy for a property, and even for foreign exchange transactions. So, having a TIN is not just for big companies. It's a fundamental requirement for almost every adult and business operating in Nigeria. It's your financial passport, and not having one can really limit what you can do. Now, let's talk about who needs a TIN. The simple answer is pretty much everyone who earns an income or runs a business. This includes salaried employees, self-employed individuals like freelancers, artisans, and consultants, as well as registered companies, whether it's a small business enterprise or a large limited liability company. Even non-governmental organizations, NGOs, need a TIN. The government uses this system to ensure that everyone who should be paying taxes is registered in the system. So if you're earning money in any legal way, shape, or form, you need to have a TIN. It's a matter of legal compliance. Getting it sorted out early saves you from future headaches and potential penalties. The good news is, the process has been made incredibly simple and accessible, especially for individuals. Before we jump into the online process, let's quickly gather the documents and information you'll need. The requirements differ slightly for individuals and non-individuals, like companies. For an individual, the process is incredibly straightforward. All you really need is your bank verification number, or BVN, or your national identity number, NN. You'll also need some basic personal information like your full name, date of birth, a valid email address, and a phone number. That's it. The system uses your BVN or NGN to pull most of your required data automatically, which is what makes the process so fast. For non-individuals, meaning corporate entities like a limited liability company, an enterprise, or an NGO, you'll need a bit more. You'll need your business registration certificate from the Corporate Affairs Commission, or CAC. This certificate contains your RC number. You'll also need the date of incorporation or registration, the official registered address of the business, a valid email address, and a phone number for the company. It's also a good idea to have the details of at least one of the company directors handy, including their own TIN, if available. Having all this information ready before you start will make the process seamless. All right. Let's get to the main event, the step-by-step guide to generating your TIN online. We'll start with the process for individuals, as it's the most common. The official portal for this is the Joint Tax Board's TIN registration portal. You can find it by searching for JTB TIN registration on Google. Once you're on the website, you'll see a simple form. The first thing you need to do is select your registration type. You'll be asked to search for your TIN using either your BVN or your NIN. I recommend using your BVN because it's usually faster. So, you'll select Bank Verification Number, BVN, from the drop-down menu. Next, you'll enter your BVN in the provided field. Make sure you type it correctly. You will also need to enter your date of birth. It's very important that the date of birth you enter here is the exact same one linked to your BVN. Any mismatch will cause an error. After entering your BVN and date of birth, click the Search button. What happens next is pretty magical. The system will connect to the central database, find your BVN record, and automatically populate the registration form with your details. Your name, phone number, and address associated with your BVN will appear on the screen. This is a huge time saver and reduces the chance of typos. Now, take a moment to review all the information displayed. Make sure everything is correct. The system will usually pre-fill your name and phone number. You might need to fill in your email address. It's crucial to use a valid and active email address because this is where your TIN certificate will be sent. After confirming all your details, you'll see a Submit button. Before you click it, there's a CAPTCHA to solve. This is just to verify that you're a human and not a bot. Once you solve the CAPTCHA and click Submit, the system will process your application. And just like that, within seconds, your new tax identification number will be generated and displayed on the screen. You should immediately see a 10-digit number. That's your TIN. Congratulations. At the same time, an email will be sent to the address you provided. This email will contain a PDF attachment of your official TIN certificate, which you can download, save, and print. It's really that simple. No queues, no paperwork, no stress. Now, what about businesses and other non-individual entities? The process is very similar but starts on a different portal. For this, you will need to go to the FERS portal, which is called Tax Pro Max. You can search for FERS Tax Pro Max to find the website. Once you're on the Tax Pro Max homepage, look for a Register for Taxes or a similar button. This will take you to the registration page. Here, you'll be registering as a non-individual. The form will ask for your company's information. You'll start by entering your Certificate of Incorporation number, also known as the RC number, which you got from the CAC. You'll also need to input the date your company was registered. The system will then validate this information with the CAC database. Once validated, it will autofill some of your company details, like the official name and registered address. You will then need to fill in the remaining fields. This includes your business's start date, the principal place of business, and contact details like an official phone number and email address. Again, make sure the email address is active and accessible, as this is where all official communication from FERS will be sent. You'll also be required to provide details about the type of tax you're registering for. For a new company, this will typically include company income tax, CIT, value-added tax, VAT, and PAY, if you have employees. The form will guide you through selecting these. The final part of the form will ask for the details of the company's directors or key promoters. You'll need their names, phone numbers, email addresses, and their individual TINs. This is why it's good for directors to get their personal TINs first. After filling out all the required information, review it carefully one last time. Once you're sure everything is accurate, submit the application. After submission, FERS will review your application. Unlike the instant generation for individuals, the corporate TIN registration might take a little time for verification, usually between 24 to 48 hours. Once your application is approved, your company's TIN will be generated and you will receive an email from FERS. This email will contain your new TIN and login credentials for your company's Tax Pro Max account. This account is what you'll use to file your tax returns, make payments, and manage all your company's tax affairs in the future. So, what do you do after you've got your TIN? First, save it somewhere safe. For individuals, download and print the certificate you received via email. Keep a digital copy on your phone or cloud storage and a physical copy with your important documents. You never know when you'll need it. For businesses, your TIN is the key to everything tax-related. You'll need it to open your corporate bank account, and you should display it on all your invoices as required by law, especially for VAT. You should also familiarize yourself with the Tax Pro Max portal, as this is your new best friend for managing your company's tax compliance. Sometimes, things might not go as smoothly as planned. A common issue people face is an error message when searching with their BVN or NIN. This usually happens if there's a mismatch in the name or date of birth between what you entered and what's on your BVN or NIN record. The solution is simple. Double-check the details you entered. If the problem persists, you might need to visit your bank to update your BVN information or an NMC center for your NIN. Another issue could be not receiving the email with your TIN certificate. First, check your spam or junk folder. Sometimes emails from official sources end up there. If it's not there after a few hours, you can go back to the JTB portal and use their TIN verification feature. By entering your TIN, you can often get the option to resend the certificate to your email. In conclusion, getting your Nigerian tax identification number is no longer the daunting task it once was. Thanks to these online portals, the process is now fast, free, and incredibly convenient. For individuals, it's practically instant. For businesses, it's a straightforward process that can be completed in a day or two. There's no reason to delay. Being tax compliant is not just a legal duty. It's a mark of a responsible citizen and a credible business. It opens doors to financial services and government opportunities. I hope this detailed walkthrough has been helpful and has given you the confidence to go and get your TIN right now. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video useful, please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more practical guides like this one. If you have any questions, or if you've tried the process and want to share your experience, please drop a comment below. I love hearing from you and will do my best to answer your questions. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Until next time, stay safe and stay empowered. Thanks for watching.